Ooh. Wow, this is a little late and a little cold to be doing a video, but I wanted to at least get this on film. So what I'm doing here is I am going to be painting the housings of the IS300 headlights. So all I've done so far is put the headlights in the oven and taking them apart. Everything went fine, except when I was separating the housings for one of the headlights, it broke into a couple little pieces. It is what it is. These cars are 15-year-old now, so you know, stuff like that tends to crumble and crack because it's getting old. But I am gonna be playing doctor and try to fix this a little bit and get some JB Weld, and I'm gonna actually try to piece it back together and make it, you know, somewhat usable because, well, I don't want to buy more headlights. So in the headlight, these things are here on the side, and usually the Altezza ones have an orange stripe on them, so I'm going to be trying to recreate something similar to that. And now, little mix. And when you look online, you can actually find some Altezza headlights for under $300. Sometimes not so much, like $1,000 right there. But one thing in common that you see in all of them is the orange stripe I was mentioning earlier, and that would be that thing. So if I'm right, the actual orange stripe is here in this little plastic reflector, as you would call it. So it would be here, kind of like in the picture. So I'm going to be painting it with some acrylic paint and some sparkly glitters because that's what's cheap around here. All I've done right now is I looked up a picture of some actual Altezza headlights and I counted the little rows, and I pretty much tried to imitate that. I think the rows didn't match up. I think those rows are smaller, so I just kind of guessed on how many avoided mascots have been lightly scuffed with a Scotch-Brite. I cleaned it off with some alcohol, so now we can actually paint the orange part, which is going to be some acrylic orange I found at Walmart for like 50 cents. Yeah, I'm going to do that with a brush, like old Picasso. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to sprinkle some, a little bit of sprinkles, glitter. This is not ice cream. Sprinkles goes on ice cream. Glitters goes on things. A little bit goes a long way, they say. So I'm actually just going to, I'm gonna need a lot more paint than this. I'm putting on the paint and it's not even showing through. And getting nice strokes is gonna be a bit of a challenge on this. I didn't think about that either, but there's a hint of orange now. That's kind of cool, I guess. I'm gonna see if I add a little bit more, what that does to my color. That's layer 1. I'm gonna let that dry and then see how layer 2 goes on. Sure, I guess I could do a layer in the back. Yeah, see, if I do one in the back, it kind of, oh no, I shouldn't do layers in the back, because I am gonna remove the tape. Silly Jason. What am I doing? I put a little bit in the back, because why not? As I'm letting the pumpkin orange dry a little bit, I'm going to jump on painting the good housing black a little bit. I'm leaving that to dry for tomorrow, so I'll paint that behind the scenes, but I'm just going to use some paint and primer touch-up. I've used this before and I really like the finish, so I'm going to use that and a little bit of clear coat on it to make that black housing look. Light. That was a little too dark, I'm sure, but it's totally fine. Oh, it's getting everywhere. The wind's taking it. Oh my god, it's totally fine now. It's so much sparkles. So much sparkles, it's totally fine. A little upside down fanning. That's a little much. It's okay. Blend it in. don't even worry about it. It's a bit more of a controlled, like, salt bay. Oh, yep, it's bleeding through. As you can see in the bend, it started to lift, so yay. I'm gonna have to fix some of that. If you look, you can see where it kind of soak in, and yay. And here we are a couple days later, actually a couple weeks later, but my headlights are not done yet. I went out of town and I'm trying to get these done because they've been sitting under the bed for way too long. This is the headlight that was previously opened by the previous owner. He used a lot of sealant and I can't really get it off the seams. So I'm gonna be dirty and just seal on top of his sealant that he sealed on top of the factory. So it's 3 layers of sealant in there that can't come off for some reason. But the thing is it doesn't align perfect. Like right here, I can probably see, I can put my finger in there. So I'm gonna just glob this thing with sealant and see how that turns out. You can see here that it was fused together. I had to pry it open to get it to come apart, but I think as a rugged second pair of headlights, it would be, I think it's cool, you know. If it was like in some kind of drift missile, this would be a good option because it's pretty inexpensive. I got these for free. They came in the trunk of the car when I bought it. The headlights on the car right now are, I don't know if they're stock or not, but they're ugly. And I do like the dark ones a lot better. Oh wait, they should look cool, hopefully halfway decent. That's all I'm going for. It's really my first pair of headlights that I've painted, and that's just getting practice, really. I'm not into the whole demon eyes or angel eyes. I just like simple black housing headlights, and that's what I'm going for, just something to practice on. I am using Ultra Clear sealant, which I'm not sure what the best sealant for this application would be. That looks like, you know, regular house caulking. So yeah, again, the most expensive part of this project was probably this glue for $6, since these were free to me. $6 and a can of paint and some glitter that was like $99. I'm under like, I think $11, maybe $12 for this project, so not too bad. That's what I'm going for, far away. I cannot film and do this at the same time. I'm just too lazy to get my GoPro. Oh, look at those sick beads. Oh, I'm getting some on the... Alright, when we're back in the garage here. Oh, the spider, how... Get out of here. And actually, if you remember a couple videos ago, I went to Goodwill and made a little plate out of particle board. And ever since I got the car, the tray wasn't in there. And the only button that came with this car was the traction control button. These are seat warmers. They came out on some of the models. But this car doesn't have seat warmers, so I'm just gonna put that in so it doesn't look blank, you know, just to cover the space. And there we go. Now it looks complete, and it looks fancier than it really is. So just the little things, you know. Now it doesn't look like I'm missing something there. Now it looks a little more complete. And I should probably rewire that to something cool. One thing that I've noticed now, the headlights look a lot worse in the light. Like you can see the glue. Let's just put them on, see what they look like. Oh well, I'm already here.